Hello, it's AGAN aircraft industry here, and today we will show and tell you how we can make floats for any type of aircraft. This product is in demand both in Russia and abroad. Firstly, because of the excellent price-quality ratio we can offer, and secondly, because our floats fully comply with the most stringent European quality requirements. We cooperate with various foreign companies, including the French company Air Creation. We're actually an official dealer for them in Russia. In this video, we will talk about floats for aircraft up to 500 kilograms. In our case, just for the French trike Air Creation Skypper 912. For the manufacturing of floats, we use an aluminum alloy AMG6M reinforced with a 6% magnesium as the main alloying substance. In our case, the AMG alloy is used for a number of reasons. It has high resistance to corrosion in both salt and freshwater conditions, even without additional anti-corrosion coating treatment. Unlike fiberglass, which is harmful to water and temperature extremes, the AMG6M alloy has a long service life. It is extremely strong, simple and practical to take care of and store, and most importantly, it remains easily maintainable. In addition to this, due to the lightness of AMG6M, any products made from this material have an almost ideal weight-to-size ratio. All the necessary calculations from the very beginning development of the floats and all the way up to the finishing point with the frame and attachments to a specific aircraft were carried out at our engineering center. Let's briefly take a look at the design. These floats have one radan and they are universal, suitable for airplanes, gyroplanes and trikes. The most difficult thing about their design is to find the correct position for the radan shaping and calculate the optimal angle after the radan. Every centimeter counts here. If the calculation of the radan shaping are incorrect, then the aircraft will spend a longer time in the water on takeoff and may even get into this swinging effect, beginning to oscillate and bounce on takeoff. The optimal place for installing the radan shaping is determined by physical testing. This design of the floats and the location of the radan shaping, as shown by the test trials, allows the aircraft to quickly and safely enter the planing mode and take off smoothly. Another important calculation is the dead rise angle. You need to be able to avoid two extremes, a sharp angle and a dual angle. In the case of a sharp angle, the aircraft behaves well against the waves, but it will be difficult to lift off from the water during takeoff because of high resistance. In the case of a dual angle, a takeoff can be performed easily, but the structure is too sensitive and will jump on every wave. We also provide some protection against the reactive torque of the propeller. To ensure a smooth takeoff, we calculate the angle of convergence of the floats themselves and rudders. The calculations made were verified empirically. We have already manufactured more than 20 sets of floats of this type for various aircraft. For the convenience of pilot and passenger boarding, there are special trays on the deck. On the upper part of the deck, there are inserts for fastening to the frame. With their help, alignment position is adjusted depending on the type of aircraft they are being installed on. After our craftsmen have received all the necessary parts, they proceed with preliminary assembly. It is absolutely necessary to make very sure that all parts fit as closely as possible. In addition, any bent parts should be inspected for fatigue or forming cracks. After making sure everything matches perfectly before proceeding with the final assembly, we disassemble them completely, and we will now explain the reason why. Before riveting, it is necessary to treat all contact surfaces with a sealant to prevent moisture from getting inside. We use high-quality marine sealant, 3M Marine Adhesive Sealant 5200. In order to ensure maximum water tightness of the floats, we use special rivets in addition to the sealant. Where access is not restricted, we install impact rivets, and where this is not possible, we rivet with special closed blind rivets. Additionally, at the request of the client, we install floats on the aircraft. Structural connections to the frame are installed through rubber dampers to minimize shock loads and extend product life. Next, we drill special inspection holes through which we can control the water tightness of the product throughout its entire service life. We close them with plugs. Each set of float is tested for water tightness by pumping air into the floats and applying a soap solution. If we find an air leak, we fix the problem by additionally sealing the seam. Now let's talk about the control system. For greater maneuverability and efficiency, rudders are fitted to both floats. The rudders must work in synchronization and with the same steering angle. An added bonus in the air, the rudders also provide directional stability. We're establishing a cable system. All cables at the points of contact pass through copper-long spacers to ensure smooth sliding of the cables and their safety. In parallel with this, a special splash guard is being produced, which will protect the propeller and engine compartment of the trike from water ingress. The splash guard is wing-shaped to ensure maximum aerodynamic streamlining. It is located behind the center of gravity and during flight creates longitudinal stability, working as a stabilizer. Such a splash guard is only installed on the aircraft with a push configuration. The plastic bow protects the floats from damage with light impact and is aerodynamically shaped. Even if water flows inside through the tip, it will not go further into the float because there's a partition inside between the plastic tip and the float. We proceed to the final stage. Again, we disassemble the entire system into parts. This time we're talking about ready-made units, and we send ready-made floats, frame elements, handlebars, cables to the paint shop. Prepping for paint is an extremely crucial moment. We mask all threaded holes from paint. We completely degrease the surface and apply primer. We use a special paint that is suitable for use in salt water. We paint in 3 layers, maintaining a certain temperature in the spray booth in order to preserve all the properties of the sealant. Next, we pack floats. Since they are sent to Europe, more specifically to Sweden, and the packaging is made of wood, due to this we must carry out a fumigation process. After this process is completed, we send them out to the shipping terminal to be delivered to the client. We hope you appreciate the result of our hard work and approach to business. We thank you for your attention.